time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need.
Hey darling, clearly you see the title, you see how I'm looking, you know what this video is about. Your girl is getting married. I's married now. I cannot stop saying that, I'm sorry. I say I'm married now. But yeah, we did a bridal glam, my dream bridal glam. Y'all be talking about me in my country accent. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I can hide it, sometimes I can't. Today clearly is just one of those days. But is it giving wife? Is it giving rich wife, sexy wife, like business wife? That's the vibes I'm trying to give, okay? I gave y'all tips and tricks to keep it long lasting, you know, because at the end of the night, you know what I'm saying, I'm married now. I'm trying to have triplets in about 9 months. I'm just playing. Lord, if you hear me, I'm just playing. No triplets, please. I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I will see y'all next time. All right, let me put the hair back so you know we mean business. And we're just gonna get right into it. I probably should have took the veil off to the end, but I'm in character mode right now, okay? We just gonna pretend like this is my actual bridal makeup. Like 9 times out of 10, I might be doing my own makeup for my wedding. So first I'm gonna go in with some body glow. I feel like every bride, this is a bridal staple. So I got this here from Amazon. This is Sephora Body Luminizer. And I'm gonna just get some of this on my chest and my neck. And I'm gonna just rub that in. I'm really trying to get into character for y'all. Put some on the neck, make sure that's shining too. Put some on the shoulder blades. Boom, that is step 1. Last tutorial, y'all was a little upset that I didn't show my brows, so I came on here all naked. I got on skin prep, that's it. So let's get into these brows. This is what I've been on lately. This Ardell brow glue. If you have stubborn brow hairs like me, then this is the one. It gives that refined, if you know the refined brow sculpt, it gives that, but on a budget, babe. And I just run it through there, but you need to move quick, because when I tell you this dries fast, babe, she dries fast. And it comes with this little applicator brush. I'm gonna use the comb side, and I'm gonna rake it through my brows, rake my brows up. Like I said, you need to move quick, because it will dry down on you. And then I'm taking the other side and I'm just mashing it down, making sure it's laminated to my face. Laminated brows are just a thing in 2024. And then I take that comb side again and I shape it. Just the top though. And before you put on any other brow products, you want to make sure this is dry. And then once it's dry, you're going to take your finger, get any of that excess product off around the brow. The brows are stuck, so they're not going nowhere. Wipe that off. Because if you leave it on there, you're going to have crumbles around your eyebrows, and that's just not cute. And these little hard to get places, I just take that spoolie and scrub it off. Alright, taking my Morphe eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade Chocolate Mousse. Fill in any sparse areas. There's really no method to my madness. I just fill in where I feel like I need anything. My brows aren't like full, but they're not thin, so I need to do a little something, but not too much. I just recently bought a brow powder, so I'll try that next. I'm always down to try some new brow stuff. Except for brow glue, because that'll make me mad if my brows don't stay. And I just take my finger and clean it up before I clean it up with concealer. And I think I'm going to stop there, because we'll probably go back in at the end and tidy it up. Okay, so today I'm going to take my one size. I'm bringing out all the heavy hitters, okay? Taking my one size concealer. This is the Turn Up the Base concealer. I'm using shade Medium Dark 4. And I'm going to clean up my bottom eyebrow with this. Using a flat brush to clean this up. This shade is about It's what I put under my eyes, so it's about 3 shades lighter than me. So I get that highlighted brow effect without actual highlighter. Notice how I didn't go all the way in. I'm saving this for a reason. This new Urban Decay face bond is the truth. Like, when I tell you she does not move, she does not budge. So that is why this is going to be my foundation of choice today, but we'll get into that later. But I'm going to clean the top of my brow up with this. And that's because I don't want like my brows to be the focus of my face. The halo brow effect is what the people in the makeup industry call it. So to create some balance, I just put the foundation shade up there. I'm also going to take some of that and blend it into that concealer on the bottom and give like a little gradient. So it's really the brow bone that's getting highlighted. Don't expect me to be showing my eyebrows in every video, because baby, this is work. And I'm gonna just blend this out, starting with the foundation first on the top. Then I'm gonna blend the bottom. And I think today we're gonna do eyes first. Why not? When do I not do eyes first? Like, be for real. And remember, we are doing long lasting makeup, so I am going to use an eyeshadow base. You should be using the eyeshadow base anyways, ma'am. Yeah, I'm talking to you. This is Juvias Place eye primer in the shade 2. And I am running out of this. You only need a little dot of this because it will spread. I'm going to blend this out with a dense brush. Okay, so if you deal with creasing on your eyelids, or you have just oily lids in general, I do this anyways because I want my eyeshadow to last long. This is also a good little trick to do. And I'm going to take my powder puff into some translucent powder. This one is from Onesize Beauty. Now I'm going to set down my eyeshadow base. It also helps those eyeshadows blend a lot better. The powder puff just gives you a seamless application. We are matte and ready to go. And I feel like it was only right that we use the PLouise Bridal Series XL palette. It has every bridal color you would literally ever need. Like, to be honest, I didn't know what direction I wanted to go in with this eyeshadow look, so I did a little research. I know I want some bling, because that's just me. Like a little shimmer, little razzle dazzle or something. I want it kind of warm toned, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm going to take this shade here, Honeymoon, on a large fluffy brush, and I'm going to just disperse this in my crease. And I don't want this eyeshadow winged out today, so I am going to make sure it's rounded on the edge. And I'm blending it back this way, so I don't blend that way. That'll create that little wing effect. And I'm just building this color up. So like on your wedding day, would you want shimmer or would you want a matte eye? I feel like matte eyes are just the thing these days, but one thing about me, babe, I'm gonna put a little shimmer on there. I'm sorry, got to. It's looking a little unblended up there, so I'm gonna need another transition color. So I'm gonna take this khaki looking color here on another fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go around the edges of that and blend that into the concealer I put underneath my brows. Just makes it a little more seamless. I'll mix these two browns here. They're both warm. One is just a little darker than the other one. And this is on a more detailed brush, but it's fluffy still. And I'm just going to deepen up this crease just on the outer edge, I believe. I don't know if I want to bring it all the way in yet. We'll see. And I think I'm going to take whatever is left on this brush and just cut into this little crease pocket right here. And then I'm going to take the transition color we used, and I'm going to just make sure all of that is seamless. Then I'm going to just do the same on this eye. I definitely feel like I'm going to be that bride that wants to change up her makeup twice in one day. So if y'all want two different looks, I can definitely give you that. Like, I feel like I'll do one look for the actual wedding and then one for the reception. I'm gonna be the extra bride if I do have a wedding. I feel like how I would want to look on my wedding would be sexy. Like, I won't I'm trying to get, I need my husband to look at me and be like, yeah, I'm making the right decision for sure. Yeah, I gotta lock this down so can't nobody else have her. Cause period, you better. And I'm just going in between brushes, making sure that's all seamless. And I feel like this isn't warm toned enough, so I think I'm gonna go into this little orange looking shade here and just add a little warmth up there in the crease. You see the difference? Like, it just added some warmth. Most brides are like silver girls, but I am definitely a gold girl, so 9 times out of 10 my wedding will be all warm tones, because warm tones and gold go together. If you need to go back in with that concealer brush and bring some of that brow highlight back in, there's no extra product on this brush, by the way. Just bringing it back in just a little bit, and I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. Now for the shimmer, you can do this one. I feel like that'll be cute. Yeah, that's definitely giving bridal. Is this champagne-y shade here. This is Worship in this palette. I'm just going to put this mostly in the center. Boom, and I think I'm gonna stop there. Maybe build up that pigment some more. And then I'm gonna take that dark brush we used to deepen up the crease, and I'm gonna make sure it's blended on the edge. Okay, Val. Ooh. Alright, y'all, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Alright, and if you know me, you know I love a matte inner corner. Listen, if the minute you switch from a shimmer inner corner, a highlighted inner corner, to a matte shadow inner corner, it will change your life. Okay, I promise you. This pale pinkish, it's kind of pink. It's more on the neutral side though. And I'm gonna pop this in my inner corner. That pigment up, and don't worry about it not being blended because we're gonna go back in. Okay, so now that that pigment is basically built up, I'm gonna go back in with that gold and make sure those two mesh together well. They're blended together. Now I'm just going to take some black eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my lash line. I'm not going to do a wing, but I just want the lash I put on and my eye to look seamless together. But like I was saying, I would definitely be that extra bride that switches her makeup in the middle of her wedding day. Like one soft look for the actual wedding, and then like a sexy look for the reception. Because at the reception, baby, I'm getting down. I'm married now. You can't tell me nothing. Okay, I'm gonna put on these lashes I got from Amazon. These are from the brand Valicia in the style DT11. I love these. All right, so lashes are on. Now I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. This eyeliner is from Essence. This is their Stay and Play gel eyeliner, and it is waterproof and long lasting. That is exactly what you need. And I'm just going to tightline my top and bottom waterline. This is like one of the best affordable eyeliners. I promise you. I promise you. When you go buy it and you try it, don't say I didn't tell you. I told you. Make sure you know. Kayla Lys, Kayla Wayla, she told me. As a bride, I feel like you should be wearing waterproof eyeliner, because you know you're going to cry, girl. I know I'm going to cry. And if my husband don't cry when I'm walking down that aisle, we got a problem. Because why aren't you crying? We're about to be sharing finances. You should definitely be crying right now. Choosing black because I feel like it's more sexy than brown. Brown is more soft. But black, I'm trying to give. I'm your wife. Like, I'm your wife. Let me stop. I play too much. I can't even be serious for real. I don't know how to be serious. Hopefully I learn before I become a wife, because I play too much. Now we can move on to the face. I use this milk primer for the first time. I always use like the dupes, the e.l.f. dupes. Either or is fine, honestly. But I kind of want to try this one. I might be jumping the gun with this one. But I'm bringing out all my expensive products on my wedding day, as I should. Like, so Milk Grip Primer. Like I said, I already have on my skin prep, so I'm ready to go to makeup application. And before any big event, I cannot sleep. I don't know if y'all are like this, but I cannot sleep before any big event. So 9 times out of 10, before my wedding, the day of my wedding, I'm not gonna be able to sleep that night. I'm gonna be too excited. So I'm gonna have to cover up these dark circles, under eye bags, all that. So color correct. I'm a color correct either way it go, honestly. Y'all should be too. But lately I've been mixing the NYX color corrector in Deep Peach, the Pro Fix Sticks, and then this Huda Beauty one in Mango. I feel like the NYX has like the coverage to it. I feel like the Huda Beauty one has like the color and the hydration to it that I need, that my skin needs. By the way, I have dry skin. Oh my goodness, I forgot my other primer. Sitting up here talking to y'all, I forgot my other primer. It's okay, we'll add it in a minute. Normally I would go in with a pore filling primer, but you know what, we might actually skip it today. How my pores looking? They alright. But I'm gonna show you another trick if you do forget that. I was gonna do this either way it goes, so yeah, I'll show you. Because think about it, on your wedding day, you are going to be taking so many pictures. It's not even funny. But I am going to take Onesize Sweet Honey Powder. It's like a banana powder. And I am going to set my T-zone, because we want long lasting makeup. And when I take the foundation, it's going to apply flawlessly over this. If you have not tried to put, I feel like Jackie Anna taught y'all this. If you have not tried to put setting powder down before foundation, what you doing? Try it out. And one thing I will be doing in between each layer is spraying my face. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter. Bring a little bit of hydration back, and it sets that down. Because like it say, we're going to be up all night. It's my wedding night, babe. We turning up. We turning up. Now I am ready to apply foundation. We're going to use the Urban Decay Face Bond, but it is a bit too warm if you can't tell. So I'm going to mix in some of my LA Girl Blue Pigment. And I'm not sure if you heard of this Urban Decay Face Bond. It's new. It literally just came out like last month. So it's basically self-setting, which means it's going to last a long, long time. And I'm going to apply it with my finger first. And I am going to blend this out. But don't move too slow, because like I said, this foundation is self-setting. But it's not too dry. That's what I like. And I love how we all collectively just thought we was going to be married by 25. Here I am, 25. What is my wedding ring? Girl, we was living in La La Land for real. And you can see how it's like drying down just a little bit as I'm blending it out. And because I want my face snatched to the gods on my wedding day, I'm going to use my Lys bronzer stick. This has like kind of a cool undertone, and it's a bit dark, so I only need a little bit. And I'm just going to snatch my face. And if we're being honest, I'm not even sure if I actually want a wedding. I feel like the money I use on a wedding, I can use for our like honeymoon. We can go to the courthouse, babe. And we can go out the country for a whole month, for real. Like, I would very much rather do that than spend money on a wedding. But there will be a reception party because I'm trying to turn up. Like, the only way I will actually have like a wedding ceremony with a bunch of people, I don't even know a bunch of people. Like, girl, who would be the bridesmaids? I ain't really got that many friends. Like, I'm not finna set myself up for embarrassment like that. But the only way I will have a wedding like ceremony is if I'm rich. If this YouTube stuff work out, that's the only way, babe. That is the only way. Okay, I don't use the e.l.f. Halo Glow like most people do, because it's not my shade. It's too warm. This one right here is too light for me now, almost, basically. This is in the shade 5. And I just like to put some there. A little down my nose. Cut my cheekbones. And there. And this is just when I'm feeling like my face is looking a little harsh, a little unblended, which I feel like happens a lot with that Lys bronzer. I need to get a different shade, but baby, I'm gonna use it till it's out. Then I'll get a different shade. And also this adds like that glow everybody wants on their wedding day. I like to be matte but still have a glow. Do I want to contour my nose? Maybe just a little bit. But the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna just take whatever is left on this brush and just swipe it across there. No precision, because we can do that with concealer and powder. Like I said, on my wedding day, I'm bringing out all my heavy hitters. This one size is a heavy hitter. She is full coverage. Very creamy. I'm gonna place some there. A little on my forehead. And a little on my nose. Boom, and we'll stop there. And with this concealer, she dries down fast, so babe, move with the quickness. But I'm gonna leave my under eye for last. If you watch my base tutorial, you know. That video is almost at 50K. That is crazy. But you see how fast that just like dry down and how full coverage it is? We love that. Yeah, that concealer done dried down, babe. She did not come to play. And if you ever have a hard time of feeling like it's too dry and you need some help blending, this spray right here, I love this milk spray. I just recently got it in PR and I fell in love. Like, this will rehydrate your face, but also it has that grip feature to it that helps it last. So it's a 2-in-1. I need to do a May favorites video. I feel like that'll be cute. You see how that just made it so much easier to blend? Like, she's gliding now. Alright, so now I'm going to take that foundation brush and make sure everything is all blended together before I proceed. My skin has been acting a plum fool lately. I don't know what it is. I really gave up. That's why I've been missing in action, y'all. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just come on here as I am. Chin feeling like a crunch bar right now. But it's all good. It's all good. Cream blush. Wait a minute. Because I do want a bright under eye for my wedding day. Like, if my wedding was in 2024, I want a bright under eye. When will my wedding be, baby? Who knows? Who knows? Only God knows. So I am taking the Sephora concealer. This is in the shade 8Y. And she is bright, clearly. And I'm going to let her sit for a minute. And okay, so I have this little theory that pink blush gives soft and innocent, and berry blush gives sexy and sultry. Like, if you think about it, it makes sense, right? Like, when I have on pink blush, I feel so dainty and girly. But when I have on berry blush, like this color blush, I feel sexy. Like, and on my wedding day, I want to feel sexy. This is from Colored Raine. This is in the shade Stiletto Rose. And I'm going to place it a little high. Y'all know I love that high blush placement. So I'm placing it high. I feel like every week it just gets higher and higher. But I can't go no higher than this. It's just not going to look right on me. We can blend out this concealer. And I don't want to go past my pupil with this. I just really want it to be focused in the center, the corner of my eye. Now to blend that all together, I'm going to take my foundation brush and just go around the edges of that between the concealer and the blush, making sure everything is all seamless. And I think I am ready to set. And if you know me, you know I have to set with my pressed powder. But first, setting spray again, because yeah, she gotta last all night. And when that's like 90% dry, then we can set. Now that we are basically dry, make sure those creases are gone before we set. Because if you set those creases, babe, you are over with. Taking my Maybelline Fit Me. If you know, you know. I love this. This is in the shade 222. And I'm going to set with it first. Just slightly going over that blush. And I'm going to do the same to this other eye before it starts to crease on me. I feel like out of all my setting powders, Onesize is the most long lasting. So I'm going to use Onesize. I'm rocking with Onesize. They recently came out with peach powders. I'm going to take Ultra Peach and Sweet Honey and I'm going to mix them together to get my perfect shade for my skin tone. And I'm not baking. I'm just setting that right into place. Tapping off the excess on my hand. And like, you cannot tell me this is not the perfect color. And then I'm going to go in my smile lines because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be smiling all day. If I'm marrying the right man, first of all. I should be smiling all day. I'm going to go over these cheeks. I'm going to puff up my cheek and put some setting powder there. We really going in with the powder because, like I said, it has to last all day. I don't know how y'all expect your makeup to last all day and you're not using enough powder. Make it make sense. But I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Next is bronzer. Like I said, I'm using all my expensive ones. Makeup Beauty bronzer is my most expensive bronzer that I have. And honestly, it's my favorite. Like, do not sleep on this matte bronzer. I wish their shade range was larger, but yeah, I'm using the shade dark. I should not be dark. So yeah, I'm just going to bronze up my face. And I gotta cut those cheekbones. I wanna look like I got lipo in my face or something on my wedding day. So now I'm gonna take a fluffy brush into the same bronzer. Now I'm going to bronze up my nose, really hitting this like where the brow starts, and then I'm gonna start going into my nose contour. And then I'm gonna hit a little circular motion around my nose to give me that button nose look. I went a bit overboard. What else is new? I'm gonna just tap it out with my finger. And then take that same powder puff with that powder on there, and that'll help blend it. And I said a long time ago that this blush right here was gonna be my wedding blush. Sigma Beauty. I really hope Sigma Beauty does not discontinue these before my wedding time. You know what? I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna save them. But this is the shade Nearly Wild. Can you see it? Tell me this is not giving bridal. It's giving bridal. But I'm gonna just take a fluffy brush. Still placing it a little high. And going under the eye a little bit. Ooh, like look at that. I love it. I don't even know where you can buy Sigma Beauty at these days. They actually sent me this. Put some on my chin because that's just how I like it. I feel like I need to brighten up these under eyes some more. I'm sorry, I cannot help myself. I'm sorry. I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 220. I'm going to use a more detailed powder puff. And I'm going to go in this inner corner. And also on this outer corner and help blend this blush into my under eye. You see that seamless transition we just created? Yes, ma'am. That's what I want. I still want the pigment. Alright, now let's finish these eyes before I finish my base. Okay, so like I said, I want to give sexy. So I am going to smoke out this bottom lash line. I am not afraid of a little smokiness. I feel like that's what adds the sultry into the look. Like you see what that just did? Yeah, and I'm using the same brush, girl. I do not like dirtying up all them brushes. That means I gotta clean them. And who has time for that? And then I'm going to just pinch what we used up there near that brow bone, that same color, and I'm going to smush that out just a little bit more, give it some more definition with the shade Honeymoon. And then I'm going to just reinforce this inner corner because it can get lost with all the concealer we put on afterwards. And before we put on mascara, I am going to spray. So when I get here is when I start to put on my transfer proof setting sprays. So yeah, y'all see clearly. I love this. This is the Scratched by Kat Cosmetics Set in Place setting spray. She is, if used correctly, transfer proof. And this one is more hydrating. She also has a matte version, a small black owned business. I have a code. If you want the code, I will put it down in the description box. I just had to go get some packages off the porch and forgot I had on this wedding veil. I know everybody in the community probably looking at me so crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. Now we can put on some mascara, waterproof, of course. Cause girl, if you don't put on waterproof mascara, all of this will be for nothing. Like the entire face will be for nothing. Once you get the crying, you got black running down your face, and we do not want that. And by the way, this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and this is the waterproof version, of course. I don't want highlighter on my cheeks because I want to keep it matte over here. It's a little dewy right now, which I'm not mad at, but we'll fix it at the end. But I am going to take this loose highlighter. When I tell you she is blinding, I actually posted a short of it. This is from Take Two Cosmetics. It's in the shade Cleopatra. And it's like this gold loose glitter highlighter. And like it's blinding. And I'm going to put it right in between my eyes. And on the tip of my nose. Okay, so here's my little tip of the day. If you want your lip liner to last all day, use a waterproof eyeliner. She's not going nowhere. Is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Whiskey. I love using this for a lip liner. Because first of all, look at the shade. So cute. But I'm lining my lips with this. And I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Lip Velvet. And this is in the shade Pure Hollywood. Yeah, y'all, I don't think I like this. So I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to replace it with another lipstick. Alright, y'all, I cannot find the liquid lipstick that I am wanting to use. So we're going to have to pick something different. It's either between Morphe Commit. It's a matte bullet lipstick, which is, it transfers, but this Scratched by Kat Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Taupe. I feel like she could be cute. Might be too dark. Yeah, I think she's too dark. So I'm going to go with Morphe Commit. Do I want to keep it matte? Good question. Honestly, I think I want to keep it matte. Because, hold on, let's give it a test run. Yeah, there's a little transfer, nothing crazy. If I had on lip gloss, it would definitely transfer. Cause I gotta kiss my man. I gotta kiss my now husband. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want him to have my lipstick on his lips. I don't want to embarrass him like that. Okay, now let's do the finishing touches. The base is almost done, not quite. We getting there. I feel like everybody knew this was coming. Onesize On Till Dawn. What did I do before this setting spray was invented? Like, girl, this has changed my life. I wish I had the Cryline one also, because I know that's a good one. But I'm going to use Onesize. She is mattifying. She is waterproof. There's a lot of it. And hold your breath, baby, because she'll suffocate you. Okay, I'm going to go in with my finishing touches, which more blush, because I feel like it'll wear off real quick once powder is on it. So I'm going to do a little more blush, just on the highest point. And then if you know, well, it's your wedding day, of course you're going to be taking pictures. You want to savor the moment, have those memories. This Fenty Invisimatte, girl, when it comes to pictures, first of all, you want the center of your face to be matte. The sides, they can be glowy, they can be dewy, but the center needs to be matte. It just photographs so much better, so you're not looking like a grease ball. Like, so I'm gonna take some of this Fenty Invisimatte and I'm gonna just press anywhere I feel like I'm too shiny in my T-zone. Definitely hit this forehead right here. I'm gonna leave all the sides alone. And this is the finished look. Is she giving bridal? Let me add the little finishing touch. Another finishing touch. Gotta add that ring on. She too big, but ignore it, okay? If my husband not coming with a gold, like the gold band, do you even know me? Should I even be marrying you? Probably not. But yeah. Mama eyes married now. Wasn't that color purple? Eyes married now. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, this is the finished look. Or should I say look number 1? Do y'all want to see look number 2 that I have planned for the reception? We definitely can do that. Like, this is my dream bridal glam. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've been inconsistent on here, but I'm doing better, okay? It's really the editing part. I don't think y'all realize how much goes into these YouTube videos, but yeah, it's a lot. But write down in the comments what you would want your bridal glam to look like. Like, would you want a matte eye, a glossy lip, matte skin, dewy skin? Like, what's the vibes? Because this is my vibe. What is yours? I want to know, y'all. Like, talk to me. What's up? I will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.